Okay guys, welcome back to Sanity Maintenance. This is going to be a little bit of a different video. I have a 2011 Ford F-150 and I've been having some issues with it, the shifting part of it. And I think it has something to do with the speed sensor or something that's on the part of the valve body or whatever. I actually need to drop the valve body, replace a few parts, or either send it to somebody to do it. Well, my problem is I don't have a time to do it. I mean, I'm working all the time. The damn vehicle's in the road running, all the time. So this video is going to be on a couple things that I've been doing to try to get around them. And what you do is on your own, okay? I'm not saying, hey, do it this way or do whatever, but I'm going to show you the ways I've been getting around on having to drop the pan, do it myself, or have somebody else send it. I just don't have the time, okay? We'll get into it. Okay guys, this is going to be a 2011 Ford F-150. It's the EcoBoost with the twin turbos on it, all that jazz, and a nice 6-speed transmission. The thing I basically figured out how to do on driving this vehicle with it being like it is, most of the time it seems to get stuck in third, the solenoid, as in it kicks back on for no reason, or again when you come into a stop and it wants to stay in third, and it's a real pain in the ass. The way I have found to drive it is actually you do it whatever you want to do. You don't have to do it my way. However you do it, you're on your own. I'll say that right now from the get-go. I drive it basically like if it was just a straight drive transmission. I don't fool with the first, second, or the M or the D, but I do the neutral. Once I come and go into gear and I'm going somewhere, when I pull off, when I'm coming to a stop, when I come to a stop, I immediately go to neutral. This seems to help reset it for some reason, or put it back into first gear. Because a lot of times you want to pull off and it seems like it's stuck in the actual third gear or the third solenoid on the transmission. I do not go back into drive until it is absolutely necessary. As far as, hey, the car in front of me is starting to move, I'll just slip back into drive here. Easy. This is very easy for me to do. I'm very used to doing things like this. I grew up doing this type of thing, so this may not be very comfortable for you to do, but if you're trying to get home, it might be a way to help you out. I don't know. Like I said, whatever you do, you're on your own, because you can very simply go from drive to neutral and accidentally go right into reverse, and then you got a really screwed up transmission. But this is how I'm getting around and been doing so now for several weeks. I have tried to go all the way down to first gear like this here and shifting up. And as you're going along, sometimes it seems like it wants to stick in the M area, and I'll get a real high RPM before I shift into drive, or I'll go into drive and all of a sudden I got a real high RPM, and then it goes into drive after that. So it doesn't seem to work very well. Gearing down doesn't seem to work very well either that way. So basically going from drive to neutral seems to be helping me out, helping me get to work to where I'm going and everything else. It's not that I don't have the money to fix it. I don't have the time to fix it. I have a different job now. It requires me a lot of hours, and in my days off, I'm really getting my ass kicked, so I'm just pretty much laid back, when I am off. If I get a couple days off, then fine, I'll get the parts in here and change it out, piece it out that I need to get done. But as far as me taking it to somebody, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to attempt to fix this myself if I can. But right now, this is just me driving it and doing the best I can driving it. And honestly, it hasn't given me any more problems while I'm driving it this way. So I did try to do the shift down here as well. It has a shift down button here and up. It didn't help me out at all in any kind of way by using that. I will say that it doesn't do it as much once it gets warm. I know this transmission has a shut-off valve on it to let the temperature get up on your transmission here, right here. once it seems to get up to temperature, that it holds that fluid from moving until it warms that fluid up, and then it starts cycling through the transmission and going into the radiator and coming back, etc. But as soon as that valve opens, I noticed that it seems to go away pretty quick, and you're able to drive it a little bit more once it gets warm. I'm not sure if it's just a me thing or just a vehicle thing, but this seems to be what's going on. Once that fluid gets to moving, it seems to move them little metal flakes around, get them off the solenoid maybe. I'm not really sure. But I have been driving this truck like this now for a month now, and I haven't given me any more issues. Like I said, if I'm not rolling with this truck, I'm immediately going into neutral and leaving it in neutral until I get ready to go or pull off again. Or if I'm just going into park, that's fine too. But it has went into basically limp mode on me a few times. Not while I've been doing it like I'm doing it now, but if I was in drive and I came to a stop, it acts like it wants to go into a limp mode. I'll just politely pull off the side of the road, turn it off, crank it back up, and start over again. And that seems to get me where I'm going. But since I've been putting it into neutral, I've had a whole lot less problems out of it. And this is just what I'm doing to help correct the problem. And hopefully this will help you out if you're having this issue, or if you don't have the money to have it fixed, or maybe you just don't have time to fix the damn thing like I do. So, hey, if it helps, give it a thumbs up. Y'all have yourself a great night, and whatever you do, you're on your own, guys. So you can see the mileage on mine is pretty high now, so it's getting up there.